had a very difficult road from a very early age. I'm Crystal Pringle, and I ended up at Keene State. It was a long journey to get here. I had a special needs son, so I had to kind of put school off when I should have been doing school and do that whole like mom thing. And I wasn't able to go back. And I tried and I failed and I tried and I failed because I kept having to go to hospitals. It took 3 years for me to situate everything that I needed to in order to move up here. And I finished what classes I could there and came here last year in the spring semester. It was my first semester.
She never lets anything truly get to her. Like, I know it bothers her, but she always keeps such a positive attitude because she's overcome so many things that it's just like, whatever comes her way, she's just like, I can continue, I can do this no matter what comes. And I think that's like really amazing because like, I don't know what the heck I'd do if I've been through half the things that she's been through.
I was adopted. School was always a problem for me. Turns out I had ADHD, but I also have some cognitive stuff which is yet to fully be determined. I got pregnant at 21. My son's father was very, very abusive. Lived in a closet for 6 days. Yeah, it was a good time. My son not only had special needs, but there was some kind of trauma, PTSD stuff that we'll never know. From the time he was like 10 months old, he would line up his little Matchbox cars in a perfectly straight line. If one would move so much as a millimeter, he would have a 3 to 4 hour screaming, kicking, slamming his head into the floor kind of tantrum. There was a lot of sleep deprivation and a lot of confusion. I don't know how to fix that. It was really tough. I went to his doctors when he was 3. And I said, my kid is going to be a Columbine killer. If you can't help me, help him, because that's not who he is. And I don't know how to help him. I had that kid that nobody was allowed to play with, which was really tough. My son still doesn't have friends. He got expelled from kindergarten. He got expelled from 1st grade. I kept begging people to help me. Everyone kept saying, oh, he's ADHD, he's too young, there's nothing we can do. I knew it was so much more than that. And that kind of really isn't an easy thing for a parent. I hope nobody ever has to go through that. I'm over the me thing now. It's not about me. I have a mentally ill child, and I am not ashamed of my child. And that's why I don't have a problem talking about it.
Crystal is resilient. She has to continually sort of beat back the challenges that she faces every day. I think in some ways, Crystal the universe sort of happens in mysterious ways, and Crystal is constantly being tested. But she has made the decision that she is going to fight through this, and that this is really what she wants. And so she has vowed to not really let anything stand in her way.
The biggest struggles. Self-esteem is a huge one. There's a lot of things in my life that have like hammered self-esteem throughout my life. I was always the fat kid. And that was a big deal. There's a lot of awareness of my age, and that made me insecure, and they picked up on that. Everyone picks up on that when you're insecure about something.
Self-esteem is really important. How good you feel about yourself is going to lead to how adventurous you are in terms of learning, trying courses that are a little tough or trying projects that are a little out of your reach. If you kind of believe in yourself, then you're going to throw some cards up in the air that you wouldn't ordinarily throw up in the air, and that's what it's all about, right? Is taking chances.
When you face adversity, no matter how bad it is, that you can overcome it, and that nothing is that bad that there's no positive end to, because she has been through a lot. And I don't know, for me personally, if I would be able to stay as positive as she does through the stuff that she's gone through. It's amazing how awesome she is.
I was never good at school, I didn't think. I thought I was pretty stupid. But I always knew that I wasn't, because I would have conversations with random people, and I'd just be walking down the beach, and I'd be like checking out this rock. And they'll be like, so what are you doing? I'm like, oh, well, I'm really interested in rocks and geology. And I'd talk to them about stuff in the book. You're very articulate and you're very intelligent. And that actually, all those random conversations with strangers eventually kind of stuck into my head that, you know, if people that don't know me seem to think that I'm smart, maybe I'm smart. I'm not always happy. I do not have a happy situation, but life's what you make of it. It can always be worse. Help people when you can because it makes you feel better. If for no other reason, face the selfishness of life. Help people because what it does is it helps you. And then when life comes and kicks the ever-living crap of you and throws you something that you seriously, really? Take the moment to go, really? And find the ironic humor in it. Because don't let it get to you. You're more important and you're more valuable than any challenge that life could give you.